Are you ready for some literature? This game is not for children who are easily disturbed. I am a child, but I am disturbing.
Individuals suffering from anxiety.
Blah blah. We don't need no warnings. No. I mean, I got me some anxiety, but I'm clearly drinking too much coffee to give a fuck about my sanity. Alright, yeah, I'm over 14. Maybe not mentally, but physically I am. So I hear this is a pretty long game. Pretty disturbing, but it takes a while to get going. It's okay. I'm patient. I can wait. I can wait for the weird waifu shit. Trust me. Fucking music, though. Look at these, like, Marilyn Monroe schoolgirls. What is that about? New game! I know your name. Botch Tots. No, we can't go with bitch TSS. Immature. Butthole. There's no going back now, guys. It's happening. I could have gone with Monica, but where's the fun in that? It's giving me permission to name it whatever I want. Think yourself lucky I didn't name it Cunface. Hee! What? I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, Sayori. Ah! My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Oh, totes relate. Hashtag relatable. I have so many friends, even though after I moved country, like we still kept in touch. They're complete lunatics now. It's good to have people in your life that are completely different to you. Always remember that. We used to walk to school together on days like this. Ah, yes. Strolling through Penwitham bypass with a giant spliff. And a spring in our step, obviously. On the way to school. Just having fun. Just, you know. But starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently and would get tired of waiting up. Maybe she's smoking weed. I'm sorry. No, just...
The devil's lettuce is bad for your kids.
But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running the fuck away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Oh, she looks like a drama queen. Like, I've got problems, and you need to listen to them. I overslept again. Yeah, bitch, we'll stop staying up late, smoking your reefers. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you, ho. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Is she tipping? She's touching tips. Docking. That's mean, butthole. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But did you wait for me after all? Well, bitch, you here, aren't you? I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. Bitch, you don't fucking know me. Whatever you say, Sayori. Sayonara. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. For some bizarre reason, I like the writing in this. It's very vivid. By the way, butthole, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I don't like extracurriculars. They're a pain in the butthole. I haven't been looking either. Eh? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. I did. But I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Oh, hashtag relatable. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I love the animus. I don't have time for the animus anymore. It's what happens when you adult. It's bullshit. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Bitch, I'm not going to college. I won't play anime and video games. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Bitch! Bitch might have a point. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. But no promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise to do that. Yay! Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind, at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. So she's a bit... yeah, she's typical then. I mean, I do that. Don't we all do that? Don't we always, like, we overthink shit too much? I'm definitely an internal person. I don't know if you've noticed, I'm quite a wallflower. I'm quite shy. The school day is as ass ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, shit. I thought I was gonna have to, like, school and things. I already did my time. I left. I got the fuck out. After I pack up my shit... Stop it. After I pack up my tings, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the... Oh, bitch, you got an anime club. You love anime. Let's do it. Hello. Sayori, what the f do you want? Sayori must have come into the classroom whilst I was spacing out. Yeah. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch up to you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement. God damn it. So I thought, you know. Know what? Well, you could come to my club. Oh, bitch. Sayori, yeah. There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Oh, bitch, stop tipping. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Wait. That's in the title of the game. Are we gonna have to join the literature club? I did not think this game through. Gameplay cancelled. I'm just kidding. Let me guess. We're gonna learn about some great British literature gurus. D.H. Lawrence. Was he English? Geoffrey Chaucer. Fucking Shakespeare. Oh my god. Fucking Shakespeare. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. She's one of those people. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice Presidente. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Because I want to watch anime. Do you read manga at least? The manga. Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Bitch! And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Well, cupcakes though. I do like cupcakes, lady. I might join your club now. Don't make promises you can't keep. Maybe if there was more cupcakes, maybe some croissants, maybe some goujons. Oh, I'd join a literature club for the goujons. Unlimited goujons for life. I'm there. I'll do anything. Within reason. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's just cunning. I thought they said cunting. Or if she's just cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long ass sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake. For the cupcakes. For the cupcakes! Yeah, let's go! Oh, maybe that should be her voice. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third year class and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. God damn it, who's that excited about literature? Everyone, the new member's here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club, it's a pleasure meeting you. I don't know why that's her voice, but damn! Girl one, I like you. She's very welcoming. Sayori says nice things about you. What are you? Well, who are you wearing? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, butthole. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. I'm gonna forget what their voices are. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, fucking say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Isn't she the one who made the cupcakes? What if she put, like, poo in it or something? What if she spat in it? Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made the cupcakes, according to... Yeah, I know, I figured it out, don't worry. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. I'm going to sneeze. But what? I hate it. I fucking hate it. I just want to sneeze. I don't think I've sneezed in like 2 years. Bullshit. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, always giving cupcakes. Okay, I'll forgive her shitty attitude, that's fine. And this is Yuri, the smartest girl in the club. Don't say things like that. Oh, she's shy. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. What do you mean she has a time keeping up with them? Oh, you mean socially? Yeah. Well, it's nice to meet the both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika. Bitch, you're spelling it wrong. Is that right? That's a very Eastern European way of spelling it. It's not a very Japanese name, is it? Is it? That's right. Oh, it's great to see you, Gamboho. Monika smiles sweetly. Careful, you gon' like lip slip. Lip slip if you ain't careful. We do know each other well. We've rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Oh, we were? Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Yeah, that's totally me, down to a T. Basically, completely out of my league. Ugh, I hate when people do that. There's no leagues, except for under the sea. Pretty sure Einstein said that. Or maybe it was me, I don't know. So, having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... what? Nice. Is it nice? It's nice when people smile. Oh, see? I have a great smile. You too, Monika. Come sit down, Bohol. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. Aw, what about the other one? I'll get the cupcakes. Okay, fuck it. It doesn't matter. I'll sit next to the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Oh, bitch, girl. Make me some green tea with a little bit of honey. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and you. Where's the fucking cupcake, ladies? Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Okay, that's fine. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Am I ready to eat your cupcakes? Fuck yes. Ooh, are they that impressive? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. They are pussies. I knew it was I knew there was a hidden meaning to your cupcakes, girl. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate we used to make the ears. Suck y'all. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. They all have the same voice now, I'm just saying. Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one. Yeah, before I eat them all. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Sorry, girl. It's cupcakes. It's fine. It's expected, surely. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Fuck yes, I do that too. Oh, Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? When people cook things for you, they usually want to know that you enjoyed them. That's the whole point, right? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is real fucking good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard of someone before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you dummy. Oh, she got a little crush. It's okay, girl. I'm not into you. Alright. Calm the fuck down, child. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri turns to the table, carrying a tea set. Sweet. She carefully places a teacup in front of me. Each of us, before sitting down at a teapot, cupcakes. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. It's not what I was worried about. It's just a strange thing to do. I mean, imagine being at school and just being like, cup of tea, anybody? Cup of tea, anybody? And then you just like go to the cupboard and whip out a fucking china set with a jam spoon and some scones to go with it or something. No, it doesn't happen like that. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Fuck yes, girl. You know me. I'm gonna marry this one. I mean, I like to get into bed at night with a good book and a herbal tea, I mean. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Colour me impressed, girl. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. You just told them you don't read. They're the literature club. Oh, we're not joining it. Oh, I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I haven't. I was afraid of this question. Sophie tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. Why would I be embarrassed? We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As the president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everybody. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be the board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader at the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Prepare? Did I say that right? I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Yeah, why not? That's a good idea. If you're passionate, do something with it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Oh, you're just like Martin Luther King, girl. Monica really is a great leader. Just like Martin Luther King, girl. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard and convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Inflate before you graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You fucking know it, Botch. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Yeah. So, Pahal, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, manga. Considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Oh! I call it. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps it quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. Show me your boobs, I'll read a book. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of a teacup with her finger. My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. I love a good fantasy novel. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Story with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Yes? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh. I read a horror book once. Fuck yeah, I got my old Goosebumps books to fucking R.L. Stein, you know what I mean? I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Well, what the fuck do you want us to talk about? Venezuela's economical situation. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. Did she just get bigger boobs? Or did... No, a human grew. Of course. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Sit down. No one cares. Why is that? Don't show an interest. Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea, ho? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Aw, she's a little cupcake. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and gives her a wedgie. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, sometimes I guess. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. It's a literature club. Have a slam poetry meeting. Natsuki averts her eyes. Avert your gaze. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. It takes nibbles. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. What? You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. I did something a couple of months ago where I did like a, you know, like not creative writing. I don't know, there's a word for it. It's like emotional writing, where you just kind of write whatever you want, you feeling. And I've written some shit down, and I lost it. I don't know where it's gone, and I'm worried someone might find it. Like, Jesus Christ, you had one job, Monica. Just write something and then burn it. Release it into the ether, but no. God damn. You done fucked that one. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe, if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess the same's true for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea for everyone. What? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's go home and write a poem of our own. Then next we meet, we shall all share them with each other. You know I'm so good at rhyming, guys. That way, everyone is even. Even Stevens. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of our club. I'm liking this game so far. It's good. I mean, we're in a fucking literature club. It's boring as shit, but I'm into it. Isn't that right, butthole? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I'd join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made the decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I'm losing my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought harumph. Whoa! You all... I'm defenseless against these chicks. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Really, is it that distracting? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided that. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls line up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, step it. You really did scare me for a momento. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. And I'd still take one on the way out the door. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all fucking share. Monica looks over at me once more. Butthole! I look forward to seeing you express yourself. I'll just spread them, it's fine. Hee. Yeah. Just wipe your ass on a piece of paper and give it to him. Be like, roses are red, violets are blue. Yeah, that's poo. See, told you I was good at rhyming. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside my nips. Meanwhile, the girls continue their chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean their food. Hey, butthole. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for the clubs. Sure, might as well. Hey, Oh, I mean, yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, my favorite, and of course, Maneki. Will I really be happy spending every day in the literature club? I think you will. If there's free food and boobs. I mean, what's the downside to that? Besides that little pink thing. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Ooh! I bet you there's 5 endings. And you know I'm gonna get the one where I die alone first. That's the way it usually goes. That's what happened in Coot, right? Where's the first goddamn fucking... It's fine. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh god, I'm actually gonna have to... Oh no. It's time to pick a poem. Pick words you think your favourite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh shit. I don't know. Okay. Games, friends, cry, pout, destiny, hopeless, misfortune, dazzle, heaven sent, kawaii. Alright. I want to make the purple-haired girl happy. And I don't know how to do that. She likes the fantasy novels, right? That's what she was talking about. Let's go of Destiny. Bouncy. Oh, shit. Oh, they changed. Oh, I didn't know. Fuck. Vertigo. Oh, hell yeah. I'm making Purple Lady happy. Alright, I see the little bounce that she did. Dark heart. Holiday sparkle. Raindrops. Vanilla smile. Candy. Cute. Infinite. Oh, hell yeah. Contamination. Attempting. Existence! Intellectual! Fuck yes. Incongruent? Just because I like that word. Dream? Hell yeah. Electricity. Wrath! Vivacious. Adventure. Ooh, nightgown? Fuck yes. Disaster. Disarray. Despise. Okay, I just picked them on the random. I'm glad I got most of the purple chicks. Hang on, butthole! Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the fucking literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, butthole. I did not drill. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join the club this year. Any clubs this year. And last year too. Fucking stop judging me, huh? Wow. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Eminem. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Oh. Manga is literature. I'll agree with that, sure. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat like a turd. Don't worry, guys. Butthole always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. What the fuck is busy work? I don't do busy work. I don't like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Yes, but I can be spontaneous. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? Yes, we're just friends. I might be a little jealous, don't be. How come? You and Butthole can become good friends too? She's playing with her. You know what that means, right? That means she's into you, Butthole. She's into your butthole. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, even Yuri bought you something today, you know? What? Wait, Sayori, me? Sweet, fuck yes. Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. But what is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal of it if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into a bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. She got me a book! Thank you. What is it? Is it good? So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it'll keep your attention. Fuck yes. Even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, me and this chick are vibing. I swear to fuck. Is it just me? Discuss it if you wanted. Oh, this is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yeah, but it's short too, so... Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. And then we can fucking talk about it. I refuse to lay out. Take the book. I'm not stuttering, what? Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone else has settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Is this just a place for these bitches to hang? Is that what this is? Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is roaming around the closet. She's in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ooh, maybe we can read together. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me staring at her, leering at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, that's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. Did I make you lose your focus? But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Do not interrupt a lady. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. Bitch bought me a book. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. Is there something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go? I'll definitely start reading it soon. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna read it tonight, girl. We can talk about it tomorrow after school. Oh, I should have joined a goddamn book club. I'm glad to hear. See, if I was more social, maybe I can meet more people, but I just don't. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. I'm sure I will. It's very engaging. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Markov? There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Oh, Illuminati. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. Yeah, hashtag relatable, Yuri. What? She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships. And her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. So that dark turn came from nowhere. Well, she did say she was into, like, fantasy shit. Uh-huh. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. You are not a fan of that sort of thing, butthole? No, I am. It's just you said it was relatable, so I figured it'll be something relatable. I've never escaped from a human experiment prison. No, I'm an only child. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just those kinds of stories. Yeah, I get that. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly when you thought you related to the protagonist, they made it They're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. Damn, girl. I'm rambling, aren't I? No, this is very interesting. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. No, you're cute when you ramble. I really don't think you need to worry. It just means that you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved a book that I'd put into my bag. Alright. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. Stop apologizing. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in the company of someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. I'll move. I'll give you your safe space. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realise she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sari! I was just... Yuri, you really apologise a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. Oh my god, we're reading together. It's so cute. It's fucking kawaii. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost molesting. Yes. Cha-chang, cha-chang. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages. Girl, you can turn them for us. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Oh my god. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. Is this like literature porn? Is that what this shit is? I mean, I'm not complaining. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. As if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. And she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Eh? What if she's a real fast reader, though? God, my fucking hot water bottle's sticking to me. To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance... Is my heat distracting you? I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Bitch, you just bought me a book. And we're only reading one copy anyway, so it was a waste of yen. Since you've been so patient with me. Oh, yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn a page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silencio. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an immediate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. That's why she thought it was relatable, right? You think so? How does she... I don't know, she got big boobs, purple hair. Well, I guess she's more blunt in lots of ways. But she also second-guesses all the things that she says and does. Damn. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything. But they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. You remain silent for a moment. But butthole! That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, that's so embarrassing for you to think that. But wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant it that it's kind of cute. Uh-huh. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone! Bitch! You cock-blocking me. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spurred from her finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not that. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. Great. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright! I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sagori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. Great. Fascinating. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into the bags. I do the same myself. Great. Let's see. Who should I show my poem to first? I guess we'll go with this chick, right? That's what we going for. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. Yes, she can be objective. I like her. I like that we can just be talking honestly and not have to explain myself too much. I like the writing in this game. It's very specific. If that makes any sense. Just no flubbing of words and what you want to say. It's like, bitch, you remind me of this hoe. She's weird too. I like her. It's cute. See? It's great. Just be honest. My ass is going numb. See? Honesty. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Bitch thinks I'm exceptional. Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna fucking hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? You into me, girl. It's fine. I know. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of a writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time. Uh-huh. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. It's okay if you think I'm epic. It's fine. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typically of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter. And they fit the two together. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just to find them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. Yes, let's try new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Probably all fucking three. The holy trinity of apologies. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do! I love sharing my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? That's a good point. Ghost under the light! The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing? It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Flicker your nipples at a lamp? I could kind of barely read that. Like, damn, girl, you're writing cursive. It's impressive. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all! I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, butthole. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Bitch, you said it took me forever to read! I cannot win with this lady. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And also to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it like that. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. We didn't even get to see our poem. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, butthole. Fuck yeah. Me too. Cannot believe I named my character Butthole. What a complete child. We'll go with Monica. Hi, Butthole. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or something that we can do better, I'm always fucking listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Butthole. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's the sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica, my poem. Great job, Butthole. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. That's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I go deep, girl. I go real fucking deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That is definitely the way I live my life. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Fuck yeah, I do. That writing's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near it. I'm not even nowhere near her level. Get on her level, butthole. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring, and by learning, trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. That's true. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. But you sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. I'm the fucking leader! That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's fucking read it then. Hole in wall. It's called a glory hole. Oh shit, oh god, the scrolling. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbour, an angry boyfriend, a domestic abuse? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left outside in the sun. Or a McDonald's. It's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It was just a hole. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too tight, bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. That is the greatest thing I've ever fucking heard. She's talking about a vagina or a glory hole. So, what do you think? Very sexual. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. It's a little trippy and dramatic and vagina-y. That is, a lot of poems have been put an emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. So, what was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. What? Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anywho, here's Monica's random tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. That's just, yes. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright. Alright, Sayori, let's do this, girl. I'm saving the worst for last. This is a good poem, butthole! Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. I'm the kind of guy who could be writing poems in his spare time. I guess you're right. But that's why it's impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it. You wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. Well, like my original idea. Shitting on a paper. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the fucking club room, bitch. Oh, well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, butthole. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's a part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Bring more cupcakes. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Yeah, that's what everyone's been saying. We'll see about it. Dear Sunshine! The way you glow through my blinds in the morning. It makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub the sleep from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret blue. But I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Breakfast! I want breakfast. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? Bitch wanted breakfast. No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It just sounds like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. I like her too, but we're a boss fucking friends. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. It was so much fun. Monica's the best. I know. Yeah, but next time I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, Natsuki, let's fucking do this. Natsuki, why you gotta be so bitchy? Look at your face. Butthole, if you're not gonna take this clip seriously, then go home. What? What did I even do? Harsh. What, do you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I put in fucking effort, ho. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Yeah. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair? No, it's not fair enough. She doesn't know how to critique it because it's perfect. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can shit. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Butthole can poop. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't it the point of poems? For people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. I'm sure. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into this than I realized. That's what it means to be a prep. I'm glad you're learning something. Okay, that's a kawaii face, but don't get too ahead of yourself, bitch. I didn't expect that from the youngest one here. Didn't expect that one from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Why is this game so laggy? Is it me? Is it my computer? Like, what is happening? Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. As if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Are you fucking serious? Did you see that last one? This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori, Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. Harumph. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Oh, great. Sayori liked it, and Butthole did too. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. This chick. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Butthole liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. They're gonna make me pick my favourite. It's alright. I know which one I'm going for. Natsuki suddenly stands up, but she's tiny. Oh, I didn't realise you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Fuck you, bitch. Yuri stands up as well. Fight! Cat fight! Fuck yes. Rip her shirt off. Do it. Maybe you're just jealous that Butthole appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ladies, is everything okay here? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Butthole started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Oh, shit. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both of the girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Butthole! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. You sound like a child. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Butthole. Wait. There are reasons we have so many deep, expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Butthole? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. No. So, of course, that's gonna be... Help me, Sayori! Did my camera stop recording again? Alright, that's better. Of course, we should never just side with someone that we want to sleep with. We should objectively look at the situation and then side with Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. You hear that, guys? That's a good way of thinking. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why it's Natsuki. Say it, bitch. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cut. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place, child. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that started it. Natsuki, I think that's enough. You said things you don't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist. She clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I ended up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm butthurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my heart. Sayori, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Oh. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Let's sigh. Everything alright, girl? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, butthole, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now, Jesus. Oh, it's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Very good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Is she talking about the boob thing? She's stuffing her bra all of a sudden. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Butthole, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Oh, you fucking serious? And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Butthole! Ready to walk home? Sure, still us. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Well, you are best friends. Sayori, about what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew! You know, butthole, it's nice that I get to spend this time with you up in the CLURB. We all fam. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun. Lesai. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but I want to just mold them. Everybody, does it really need to stop there? We're gonna have a fucking literature orgy, a literature club orgy. Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. Alright, I think we'll leave this episode here. We finished the poems. They were great. Yuri's was the best because I like her. I'm enjoying this game so far. I like the writing, even though, I mean, there's nothing special happening, but it's like, yeah, I'm totally into it. Relatable. Hashtag relatable characters, you know? I didn't know that this was going to be like a multiple choice type of thing with, I'm assuming, multiple endings. I'm expecting it to get weird in maybe 2 hours. I don't know. If there is a Yuri ending, I guess that's the one we're going for. Just so you know. Anyway, thanks for sticking with this episode. I hope you stick with the series. I'll try and get them out as fast as I can. I know I always say that, but I've started to do the long Let's Play stuff on like Thursday and Saturday, and then Friday and Sunday is usually something else that doesn't, you know, that's the plan anyway. Doesn't always go to plan. You know these things. You've been around a while, I'm sure. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of the series. Share, like, subscribe, man. Share, like, subscribe, comment, and favorite. If you want to help support the channel and tad me, daddy, use the Tads app. Remember that thing? There's a link in the description. There's other stuff in there too. But anyway, until tomorrow, okay? Take care of yourselves now. Bye. God, my tongue is numb from that lozenge. The losange. The losange. What the fuck are you saying? I don't know. Losange. Losange Vagina. That's my new name. Losange Vagina. Virginia. Virginia. Losange Virginia. Oh, that should have been my name in this game.